Yo, what's up, guys? I'm finally back with another video after about 2 months since I uploaded my last one. And yeah, so I decided to make this video today to show you guys my top 10 or top 5 favorite coasters at Knott's Berry Farm. Frankly, I've been to this place for more than 5 years already, and frankly, nothing in the park has changed except for these coasters that I have on my list. And let's get right into it. So as we go off to number 5, which is Montezuma's Revenge, which this coaster opened up in May 21st, 1978, which features two towers, had a height of 140 feet tall, and this coaster was designed by Anti Schwarzkopf, and this was like the world's first flywheel launch coaster. And what makes this ride unique that it's the only one operating in the United States. And so what this coaster is all about is you there's about 7 cars with 2 rows each. If I can't do the math right, um, there's about like 28 riders per hour. So they're seated waiting for the launch. So you launch out of the station from 0 to 55 miles an hour, going through this strong vertical loop into the first tower. As you lose momentum, you go backwards, and you go to the second tower and go back into the station. And I really love this coaster, especially if you're in the back row. If you want to experience that intensity, yeah, I would recommend going to the back row on this coaster. Number 4, we have Hang Time, which used to be my one of my top 3 favorite coasters, but ever since this ride opened on May 2018, as right now it's 2020, I've been seeing some downsides every time I get on this coaster. Um, because since this coaster has a height of 150 feet tall, with the maximum of 57 miles per hour, and the at least there's some uniques to this ride, such as like the world's first dive coaster in California, and it's the steepest drop in California as of right now still. And there's some downsides on this coaster which I experience is whenever you're in the third row or the second row, you may experience some bumpiness if you're going through that corkscrew, which this coaster features 5 inversions, including a cobra roll towards the end of the ride, which makes this ride very unique. And the theming of it, you already know, it's summertime, people going surfing on this coaster. I just really like this coaster, so this is why I put it on my number 4. Um, for those coaster fans, they might be disappointed for my number 3 because I put Ghost Rider for my number 3 because people usually put this coaster as number 1 because it's like the smoothest, fastest right there. But originally, this coaster opened on December 8th, 1998, which was customized Custom Coasters International, which on September 2015, which had closed to do reconstruction by retracking the whole coaster and giving it new trains. And as soon as that all went up, it reopened on June 11th, 2016, which was made by Great Coasters Internationals, which still has a height of 118 feet, maximum speed of 56 miles an hour. And fun fact about this coaster, it's the tallest, fastest, and longest wooden roller coaster on the West Coast. And I think one of the best parts on this coaster is it has the roof on the drop. It's so cool, especially at night when it has like the lights and everything. Very cool. And if you're in the background at night, you're gonna feel all the intensity and the rush and the adrenaline. Trust. Number 2, my number 2 is the one of the best coasters I've experienced ever. Not just at this park, from other parks. I think this ride was very unique. It's the Silver Bullet. I really love this coaster because how smooth it is, how your feet are dangling on this coaster. So this coaster opened up December 7th, 2004, which is the height of 146 feet tall, which is a maximum speed of 55 miles an hour, with 6.5 inversions. Well, people think it's only 6 inversions, but I just discovered it's 6.5 because once after the vertical loop, you go through this half inversion bang turn before you get to the corkscrew. I mean, not the corkscrew, the cobra roll. But you experience after that cobra roll, then you experience zero G roll plus two corkscrews with the final helix into the brake run. This coaster usually operates two trains, but now, for the past 2 years, then now this ride is experiencing like operating three trains per day. So this made this operation made this ride more very faster and compatible. Now, my number one, which people that are subscribed, for those people that subscribe, you already know my number one favorite coaster at Knott's, especially my friends since the ones that went with me. It's the one and only Accelerator. I majorly love this coaster. After the first time I rode it, I had no words for it. I just kept going back in line and doing it all over again. I mean, nothing can beat this coaster whatever comes going to Knott's Berry Farm. So it opened in June. Opened in June 22nd, 2002, which has the approximately height of 205 feet tall, with the approximate maximum 82 miles an hour and 2.3 seconds. That's during the launch, and this coaster was manufactured by Intamin. And fun fact about this coaster: it's the world's first hydraulic launch coaster of its kind, meaning that this was the first coaster that was ever made by Intamin launched, and features two overbank turns or high back turns. Um, what I really love this coaster about is the theming. We got the 1957 Chevy car trains. So if you're in the front row, you get a good view of the launch station waiting for you. And yeah, and if you want to, if this is your first time going on the accelerator, I suggest to go to the sixth row, which is the third car of the train. And once you got off of the first ride, you might either want to do the back row or the front row, but I suggest you do the front because if you're in the back row, which last time I've experienced the back, I've experienced some like little bumpiness after you go straight down after the top hat. But it's crazy fast in the launch if you're in the back. Most of the time, I always put my arms up in the whole ride. That was really sick, especially for my friends this first time. Ever since I've been taking them for the past few months, it's been a fun experience with them. But sadly now, Osprey Farm's been closed for the past 2 months because there's COVID-19. But yep, but I agree to them because they're right. Safety is the number one priority, and we gotta make sure everyone's safe. And yeah, so there you have it. My top 5 favorite coasters at Knott's Berry Farm. And hope you enjoyed that video. And thanks for watching. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that little like button. And let me know in the comments what you think on your opinions on these coasters. Peace.